past doesn't exist, and the future doesn't either. So what are you going on about with all this worry and concern? The only thing you have right now is the present. It's a gift to you. You are lucky enough, fortunate enough, blessed enough to have this present moment. What are you doing with it? I'll tell you what I think you should be doing with it. You should be appreciating it to the fullest, and that looks like being. We are human beings, right? We're not human doings. We're not human futures and pasts. We're human beings. We're meant to be in the moment. That looks like meeting your needs and expressing gratitude for the moment you have by grasping it and using it to your best possible means. So, how do you be in the moment, right? Why is that so important? Well, we get so stuck up in these silly things, just like we get caught up in thinking about the past or dwelling on the future, which leads us to all sorts of fearful and anxious states of emotion. We also get caught up in doing things. We get caught up in getting all wrapped up in action. And we forget our own needs. We forget to just appreciate, to stop moving, and to just exist. To exist and notice and take in and feel and be, right? Because that's kind of what being is, in my opinion anyway. It's seeing everything we have and stepping into some of the most basic, fundamental aspects of life, which is being appreciative and just focusing on our own needs in that moment. Meeting your own needs, relaxing your breath, relaxing your body, enjoying a moment of peace, even if there's all sorts of chaos going on around you. It doesn't matter. It's you taking control of yourself for the moment you've been given that you might not have in the next few moments. So how do you do that? How do you meet your needs in this moment? You just notice yourself. You notice yourself. You observe yourself. You step out of your body and look down at yourself and realize that you are present, that you exist, that you're this divine, wise, intelligent, unique, impressive individual on a world full of all these other people who also have so many unique and beautiful and different and creative and divine aspects just like you, and you just acknowledge that. You acknowledge that. You lean into that. You feel that. You breathe into that. You notice yourself. You notice your exhaustion and give yourself a chance to breathe and relax. You notice your need for food and you go meet that with something that is good for you, nutritionally beneficial for your body. You notice your own needs of all the different areas of yourself. And you meet those needs. You give yourself water so that that crazy, complex contraption of a body that you have that's like 70 or 80% water can maintain a part of its uniqueness, which is simply being, 70 to 80% water. That's crazy. So fill that up with water. Replenish yourself in these moments. Replenish your body with all the nutrition that you need through food. Replenish your body and rejuvenate yourself through rest, through deep breathing, through giving yourself the space in the present moment to meet those simple needs of yourself, to acknowledge that you need connection, whether it's with yourself or with other people, and to go seek out that connection in wholesome ways, wholesome ways. And to do these things for yourself because you only have right now. We forget that our emotions are signals. They're like when we break our arm and our arm hurts. It's our body telling us that, well, our arm's been broken and needs to be healed, right? So when we're experiencing emotions, this is our body speaking to us and saying, dude, you're living in the future through anxiety. You're living in the past through fear. You're ignoring the needs of your body and stepping out of the present and failing to fulfill some of those needs. You need a break. You need to experience connection. You need to hydrate yourself, right? Your body is talking to you, and most frequently it does that through emotion. It says, here's an emotion. It's an uncomfortable one. It's not one you enjoy experiencing, because that's how some emotions are. They are emotions of discomfort. And those are the emotions we need to notice for the reason of bringing ourselves back to the moment. But I would argue the same thing goes for positive emotions. We feel positive emotions too. And those emotions exist to say, hey, dude, notice yourself. Notice your fullness right now. Oh my gosh, you're full of joy and you're excited. Notice me. I'm screaming out this emotion to you. Pause and say, wow, I am experiencing joy and excitement. Why? Because I'm living fully and completely and authentically in the present moment in a way that I love to live. And those emotions of even positivity bring us back to the present and allow us to express appreciation and gratitude. And then the very same thing happens on the other side. Those emotions of discomfort and pain say, hey, come back to the present and meet some of your needs. Those emotions of positivity say, hey, come back to the present and be grateful for what you're experiencing. So right now, are you living in gratitude for the gift of the present moment you've been given? Are you making the best of it? Is your body trying to speak to you and tell you something and get your attention and say, hey, you are living in a place you're not yet at, or you are failing to meet some of the needs your body requires right now. Or maybe it's saying, hey, you are experiencing the moment completely. Acknowledge this so that you can consciously develop a habit of living presently. Because that's one of the crazy things we don't do. We experience joy, we experience enthusiasm, we experience humor, we experience all sorts of wonderful, positive emotions, but we forget that we're doing that in the present moment. And so we don't make it a habit. We don't allow it to enter us and become a part of us. It's just some fleeting moment where, oh man, I was excited yesterday and now I'm not, and I wish I was experiencing that again. No, those emotions of positivity are calling your attention to them, calling your greater consciousness to them to say, hey, there's a reason that you're experiencing these emotions. It's because you're living the way you should be living. Make a habit of this. So, with that, I would simply conclude, live presently. Let your emotions, your fears, your joys, your anxieties, your moments of peace, the love you experience in a moment, the great sorrows, and all the other emotions you feel, be a signal to call you back to the present moment, to say, hey, I'm experiencing something, and these emotions are telling me if I'm living in the present or not, and if I'm living in the present correctly or not.